So the first method to catching an alpha Pokemon is probably the more obvious one, where you battle the alpha Pokemon you want to catch and then throw a Pokeball at it when it's weakened. However, that doesn't really always work and might just end up in making the alpha Pokemon angry while he smashes through your whole team. Which, by the way, if you decide to battle an alpha Pokemon, throw your weakest Pokemon at him first, because whatever Pokemon you have out first is getting ran through. The best way to catch an alpha Pokemon, which can still be a little tedious early on in the game, is to straight up catch them. But there are some tips and tricks to make it a little easier, even at the beginning of the game. Like, you can catch these guys really early on. You're obviously going to want the best Pokeballs you have unlocked, so obviously the farther you are into the game, it's going to be a little easier. Second thing that increases your catch rate are berries, which different Pokemon seem to like different ones, which are listed in the description of that berry, but very few don't like the blue Oran berry, which is probably the most common berry too. If you're aiming at the alpha Pokemon with the left trigger, you can see while he's in the process of eating it, the color of the diamond should get lighter, meaning he's easier to catch. So you want to throw the ball while he's eating the berry. The most important thing you need to do though is hit the alpha Pokemon in the back. To summarize, what you want to do to catch an alpha Pokemon is bait the alpha Pokemon with a berry like I do here, and then once they're eating that berry, throw your heavy ball or whatever your best Pokeball is at their back. If it doesn't get them, just throw another berry and then throw another ball. Sometimes it can be a little annoying. Other Pokemon will try to attack you while you're trying to catch this alpha Pokemon and all that. But if something like that happens, you just run away and come back. But yeah, any of these tips help with catching any Pokemon in general, but especially with the alpha Pokemon since they're harder to catch. But that's pretty much it. If you have any additional tips or videos you want to see next in Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Hello everybody, it is Techno here. Today I'm going to show you how to up your rank in the Galaxy Team Expedition as fast as you possibly can. We're going to go ahead and open up our Pokedex here. As you can see, I am currently an 8-star member. I will be 10 pretty soon using this method. What we're going to do is open up our Pokedex. First of all, as you can see, I'm in the Alabaster Icelands. It doesn't matter where you are, but what you can do is open your Pokedex and you can flip through the tabs for the specific regions. Again, I'm an Alabaster, so I'm going to look at the Alabaster tab. What you want to do is, by pushing Y, you can sort whichever method you want. So we're going to sort by research level like this. Once you do that, go ahead and just scroll down and find a Pokemon that is common in the wild, and one that you aren't research level 10 with. So we're going to focus on Dusclops. If I catch one right now at nighttime, I'm going to complete 2 challenges at the same time with 1 Pokeball. You see that? Now, if we end up battling it, we could also make some progress that way as well. No matter if I get caught, however, I'd rather not battle it, so I'm going to try and catch it before it sees me. So it's nighttime, as you can see. Go ahead and catch it, and bam. Hopefully we got it. We did. Now what that just did is just gave us 2 green sections. You see that? We completed 2 challenges at the same time. Now those green squares eventually will become check marks once you cash them in with Professor Laventon. But currently right now they're usually between 10 or 20 points each. So really, let's just say 20 points minimum total here, to 20 to 40 points total here, which is not a lot because, as you can see, to the next rank I still have 1700. What really gets you bonuses is, What really gets you bonuses is reaching research level 10, which is why we're focusing on Pokemon that we don't have it with yet.
Hey gamers, and welcome to another Pokemon Legends video. A whole bunch of really interesting and secret new evolution methods have been introduced in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, some of these methods are super obscure and have changed since previous games, so I wanted to highlight these new evolution methods that you can learn about. Now, for quite a few different Pokemon, you actually need to use a new item called a linking cord, which will evolve them rather than trading. This applies to Kadabra, Machoke, Graveler, Haunter as well. So it's really interesting that instead of doing it the trading way, they've introduced this new item to maybe make it a little bit easier for you to do so. The new Voltorb in this game will evolve via the Leaf Stone. Cypher will evolve using a new item called the Black Augurite. If you want to evolve a Sneasel, you need to use a Razor Claw during the day to get a Sneasler. If you want to evolve your Ursaring into Ursaluna, you'll need to use a Peat Block during a full moon. If you want to get Nosepass into Probopass, you can use the Thunderstone, or you can take it to a place called the Coronet Highlands and evolve it there. The new Quillfish will evolve when you use the Strong Style Barb Barrage move 20 times, and Stantler will evolve into Rear Deer when you use the Agile Style Psyshield Bash 20 times. Basculin has an interesting method as well, which will only evolve once it's received a certain amount of recoil damage. Once Basculin has received 294 recoil damage without fainting, it will be able to evolve into Basculegion. So overall, there are some really interesting new evolution methods in this.
What's good, everybody, and today we're going to be showing you guys how to catch all 4 genies in Pokemon Legends Arceus. So first and foremost, we actually have to talk about the 3 genies you have to obtain before you can get the 4th one. Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus are the only genies you can get before you get Ignoramus, the fairy type one. Landorus can be found in the Obsidian Field lands on Raminus Island. You don't need any weather for it to show up, it'll just be there. Thundurus needs to be at the Cobalt Coastlands when it's raining, and if you know the Cobalt Coastlands, then you know there's a patch of Gyarados. He is literally in the middle of that, and he is a hell to get. Now, Tornadus, unfortunately, is in the Alabaster Icelands. There has to be a blizzard for him to show up, unfortunately, and I'm gonna show you all where he's at. You will get bombarded by a humongous amount of Glalie and an Alpha Glalie. I recommend you beat those things up and catch them. And Ignoramus can only be obtained by going to the Crimson Mirelands when you have the research level 10 on all the other genies. Right here, I'm gonna show you guys me getting Landorus. Now, I want you to know, this one was probably the easiest of the 3 to get. Honestly, if you can get past the Infernape, if you can get past the Chimchar that's right there, or the other Pokemon that seem to be just sitting there waiting for you to move around and whatnot, then by all means you can catch it. I recommend buying a whole lot of flying type.
It's Chimchar time, ladies and gentlemen. So, you are going to want to start at the Heights camp. This is the second camp that you're going to unlock. And shortly after, you should actually get weird idea here to make this a little bit quicker. In any case, once you've done this, you can basically just come straight out of the front of the camp here. You're going to want to come kind of a little bit diagonal just so you can get up this little ramp easily. You're going to head straight for this rock and get off weird idea straight into sneak mode right at this rock. Usually, if we're going to get a Chimchar, it'll be right on your screen just here. If not, don't worry. We're going to literally fast travel straight back to the camp just here, like so. We're going to rest to change from whichever state of day you are in, i.e. from night to day or day to night, so that we can reset the process. The good thing about this is that the Pokemon are almost entirely either day or night, which means we don't need to clear off any of the Pokemon whilst we do this, like we did with Eevee, for example. Now, on your first encounter, I highly recommend getting a berry out here. And not even just one berry. One of the observations that you need to make for Chimchar is to see it eat 5 times, and you can consecutively feed it out ahead of yourself. So I would highly recommend doing that to get that sorted. This can take a while to farm up if you're not careful, and he is chipper little boy, so just make sure you're ready for him to escape. Obviously use a Great Ball if you feel like you need to. Come on now, boy. I don't intend to let you get away here, I'm sorry to say. He took too long for me to get. And there we have Chimchar.